is this little section here that I just bundled up because I don't want to snag anything. And these here, there's a lot of growth here. And I could just use help just cleaning up these parts so I won't break anything off. I paid $460 for a retie and my hair is still flucked up. Thanks, Belinda. Hey you guys, welcome to Keep It Cute Kitchen. My name is Nicole Orisich. I'm an empty nester mom, a wife, and a black woman living with Hashimoto's. I know firsthand what it's like to lose my hair due to an untreated thyroid condition, and I'm sharing my journey with Hashimoto's with other black women living with autoimmunity so you won't make the same mistakes. Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Nicole. I'm gonna get right into this story time. I found myself needing a retie with a person who was not my regular consultant. And I chose the person to do my retie because she was affiliated with my consultant who I trust deeply, okay? More than that, she was also mentored by my consultant. I definitely felt a level of trust. I felt like because of her association with my people that it must be okay, right? It must be okay. This video / review / feedback journey does not reflect how I feel personally about Belinda, the consultant who ruined my hair during my retie. This is not anything reflective on who she is as a person. She's amazing. She's wonderful. We have fantastic conversation. And I also want to drop the disclaimer that my feedback on my experience with this whole retie situation does not reflect on my consultant who I adore, and she's amazing. And it also doesn't reflect on her level of work or the people that are associated with her. This review, this feedback is 100% about what I experienced in the chair of Belinda. I reached out to Belinda for a retie, and I did so through Instagram, through DMs. I told her what was going on, and I asked if she would consider doing my retie. She was very kind, and she said, yes, I would love to service you. Please book the appointment. I booked the appointment online. I had a date for June 7th, perfect. At this point, I was 7 weeks between reties when I reached out to her. So by the time that I would walk into her nice little suite, I would be at week 8. So, my first appointment with Belinda was, it was nice. It was kind. As soon as I sat in her chair, I wanted to ask her questions, but also share some information about my hair. She had never worked with my hair before. I had never worked with her before. I never worked with any other consultant outside of my own consultant before. So I just wanted to make sure that I could just give her as much information as possible that will help her support the very good hair that I had walking into her shop, okay? One of the things that is a main characteristic of my reties is the fact that we don't go down all the way to my scalp. Because of my hair texture, because of the density, we don't want to apply too much tension on my scalp. So even though I didn't know all the particulars that my consultant employs when she's locking my hair, I believe I told Belinda that my consultant likes to leave a rotation out. I don't know if she understood what I was describing in terms of leaving a rotation out because I don't know Sisterlocks language. I just do the best that I can. But I can say that she felt positive that she could figure it out because she was a licensed cosmetologist and a master barber. So she did have that energy of, you know what, maybe we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll get to this. We'll figure it out. She also let me know when she was mentored by my consultant that she was, pretty advanced and, that she pretty much had it going on. She had a good grasp of the information and all was good. So I felt good about that. She did say that she was a certified Sisterlocks consultant, but at the time of this video, she is not listed on the website as such. And sometimes it takes time for that processing to complete, I guess. So I am not going to refer to her as a Sisterlocks consultant since that can't be confirmed. But what I can confirm is that she is on the website listed as a trainee. So that's, in my mind, what she is. So we are having a great beginning to the appointment. At one point, she tied like 2 rows of locks in the beginning of my hair and had me take a look to get an idea. Does this look accurate? Does this look accurate? I did appreciate that she stopped and wanted my input, and that move alone made me feel confident that I was in really good hands. And also because she's affiliated with my consultant, so I'm like, well, I gotta be in really good hands. At one point, I said to her, do you feel that you're able to navigate through my hair? You know, does it feel challenging to you? And she said, no. Actually, I thought your hair would look a little bit worse because you said you were 7 weeks, but no, this is very easy. Okay, great conversation. Now she's moving through. I'm noticing that she's not clipping anything. She's pushing my hair around. I'm not saying anything about that. I'm not that girl. I let the people do whatever they think they are great at because I want to experience your greatness. You know what I'm saying? But I did mention that the fact that she wasn't spraying my hair down. And she said, no, I don't feel I need to water your hair down. If your hair was, you know, in a worse off, I'm paraphrasing. This is not exactly what she said. But basically, she just felt like she could maneuver through my hair without needing to use any water. No problem. At the end of the retie, she gave me that nice signal like, okay, you're all set. And then I was like, well, I paid for a retie and a style. And she thought, no, I don't think so. And then she went and she checked and she realized, oh my God, yeah, you did pay for that. But I have another client coming in, so I don't really have time. And I said, okay, that's fine. It's no problem. And she said, but you know what? What kind of style do you normally get? And I told her I get Bantu knots. So she said, oh girl, that's not a real style. I thought you were talking about a real style. I can do that for you. So she puts my hair up in these whack ass, loose ass Bantu knots. No problem. At this point, I'm just really happy that my hair is getting retied because again, child, please save us. Save us. The appointment comes to an end and I tip her and then I leave. As soon as I get home, I open up the knots. And this is a few hours after the appointment by the time I got home. So I get home and I open it up. And the first thing I do, as we all do, is run our fingers through our hair. And when my hands started snapping, like pop, 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 I was just like, wait a second, what is going on? Looking at the sections where she locked my hair and I began to move my locks up and down, and I'm seeing holes, I'm seeing loose interlocking methods that kind of look like, you know, like a cinnamon twist, you know, like the twist of a cinnamon roll. Like I see that kind of action. I'm seeing locks that she never even touched. I'm seeing patches, little families in different sections of my head of locks that she didn't even touch. Now, we got to keep in mind that I've only experienced reties from one person. So I am basing my view, my perception on what I'm used to. And so at this point, to be fair, I'm like, you know what? I think I need to reach back out to her because I need some help and I'm not sure what is going on. I'm bothered at this point. I'm bothered. You know that feeling like, that uneasiness, that something ain't right, that feeling where you're a little pissed, a little angry for a lot of reasons. But I go to sleep. Then I wake up, go back through my hair, and I'm like, let me send her a good old message. Good morning, Belinda. Thank you for taking care of my hair yesterday. Yellow heart emoji. I thought you should know that I'm coming across some locks that aren't as tightly woven as others are, which seems to be giving the appearance of holes in those areas. There is also an area in the very front of my hairline that may have been overlooked, and since I didn't point it out, you may not have realized that the hair there needed to be brought back into the lock. Gray hair. Is there any way that all of this can be corrected? So this was my way of very nicely saying, girl, my hair looks flucked up. What the fluck? You know what I'm saying? That was my way of saying that. But I didn't need to be pissy and all of that, because I'm sure she didn't mean to do it. You know, I'm sure she didn't wake up to come ruin my hair. So there's no need to give her that type of energy. So she responded right back to me, offering me a chance to come in tomorrow, or the next day, I should say. And one thing that I also realized that was strange about that piece of communication is that there was no acknowledgement of what I just said to her. Like, I just sat in your chair for like 3.5 hours, and I'm telling you that there are holes and the locks are loose and you left hair out, and you're not acknowledging anything that I'm saying. Your one and only response is, I have an opening tomorrow. Would you like to come back? So at this point, even though she offered me the chance to come back the following day, I'm kind of like, my hair is up right now. Do I really want this lady back in my hair? I'm kind of thinking like that. And then another part, I'm thinking like, girl, you just paid like $200. Let her fix your hair. And then another part, I'm like, well, maybe forget the $200. Maybe I'll just find somebody else to do my hair, right? Like, I'm having all these thoughts while simultaneously getting madder and madder, looking at my hair and just finding all these things that, it was, you know that feeling, girl. It does not feel good. So I thought, well, why don't I just speak with her? Maybe that can help me, because if I don't know her style, if I don't know her method, maybe I'm overlooking that. Maybe I'm overreacting. So let me just reach out to her and let her tell me what's going on and what she thinks would be the ideal next step. So then I just send her a voice message. Hi, Belinda. Thank you so much for getting back to me and offering me a slot tomorrow. I really appreciate that. I do have a question for you, though, because I'm wondering, is this something that can be fixed? Meaning the locks that are loosely interlocked. Is that something that can be fixed, or is that something that can wait to be fixed until my next retie? My concern here is that I just don't want things to be, I don't want to be in the worst position that I'm currently in right now. So if you could help me with that, that would be great. Thank you. Hope you're having a good day. She returns the message back almost immediately or soon enough. And she wants to know, can I send her a picture or a video? And I'm like, yes, great. I can do that. And so I did that. But I also want to point out again, a client just told you about all these issues going on in their scalp after sitting in your chair for 3.5 hours. I think it's cool that you wanted to see a picture or a video, but this is also the second time that you are not acknowledging my pain or holding yourself accountable for it. You're not saying anything about what I'm saying to you. And maybe you're the type of communicator that just wants to move forward, right? Like, I asked you to color my hair blue, but it's yellow. I didn't want my hair to be yellow. I wanted it to be blue. Can you come in tomorrow at 2 p.m.? I'm not sure what your communication style is, but for me as a client, that's not it. And also as a business owner, I used to own a boutique strength training studio, and I also used to own a coaching practice. So I've been on your side of the fence as well. And when someone has an issue, the first thing we have to do as service providers is not only listen, but we should acknowledge their pain. Twice, I'm giving you out of the ordinary information on the heels of the service that you just provided for me, and both times you haven't acknowledged your participation in it. So we're taking notes. So I immediately sent her the video of what I could see. And I chose to send a video of what I thought would be give her the most illustration of what I was attempting to describe. And she wanted me to give her a call to discuss once I sent the video. Excellent. This is all I wanted. So we get on the phone, And she was very open. So this part, again, I appreciate. She was very open. She appeared to be listening to me. Again, never apologized for anything, never acknowledged any wrongdoing, none of it. What's curious, what stood out the most to me was when she said, and I'm paraphrasing here because I can't recall verbatim, but what she said to me was, I'm not really sure how to help you. I'm not really sure what it is I can do. You can come back, but I'm not sure how to help or what I can do. And whatever the words are that she said to me in that moment immediately had me go, you know what? Why don't I just hold off and shampoo my hair and see how my hair will behave once the water gets into it? This was me like saying, girl, don't go back to that lady's chair. She's not giving confidence anymore. She seems to be confused. Why don't we just hold off? And maybe I'm overreacting. This is all me going through it. So I thought, let me just shampoo my hair, because maybe this is her loose locking style. Maybe this is a new locking style that I don't know of. I've only been with one consultant. So maybe, child, whatever I was seeing in my hair, I knew that once I wet my hair, that if it was right, my hair would be right. And if what had been done to my hair by Belinda was incorrect, it would be incorrect. So I waited and I shampooed. And the minute I shampooed, whatever she did, whatever half-ass locking she did, everything just opened up, blossomed, unraveled, and and she got another message from me too. So first thing Monday morning, so I went back for my repair appointment, and Belinda let me know she had been in touch with my consultant and she was able to get some accurate notes. And remember, my consultant is also her mentor. So I did notice that the work felt very neat. She used a lot of clips. There was a lot of lock isolation going on. And she began at the back of my head, moving towards the top of my hair. Please keep in mind that I sent her videos of my crown area having issues. Well, unfortunately for me, by the time she got to my crown area, she let me know that she had a 12:30 appointment coming in and she did not have time to finish my hair. And here I am sending her another text and another video asking if she could just please help me with these locks. But at the time of this recording, I have never heard back from Belinda. Never got a response to my text message, never got a response to the last video that I sent, and I ended up having to wait to get back on the calendar of my consultant so that she can repair my hair. And thankfully, she was able to come in and get me in sooner than later. And on July 7th, I was finally able to have an actual retie. So when I met with Belinda on June 7th, I think I was at week 8. So it really took me about 12 weeks to get this retie, y'all. And I want to say to my sisters in the Sisterlocks community that let's normalize sharing not only the moments of our journeys that are horrific and negative, but also the names of the people who are providing those experiences. For some reason, we're holding that piece of information out. And I'm here to say there's nothing wrong with sharing it. Like, this isn't so much of because I want to do anything negative towards her, because not at all. Again, I paid to have a service. I was very much in support of her and still in support of her. However, my experience is my experience. And, having a very particular hair system like Sisterlocks, we don't have the advantage of having any loctician, retie our hair or take care of our hair or cultivate our hair. There's just a network of people that we have to work with. So when we have someone who we think we can trust absolutely shit all over us. Like, it's just not cool. It's not right. And I think that it's only fair that we share that information and let people know, this is the salon I went to, this is the person I went to. And then that way, that person can then have an opportunity to do better for the next client that comes in, because now she sees, wow, I didn't do so great. I can do better. I think I am done. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions about anything, do not hesitate. Let's keep this conversation going in the comment section. You can find me on Instagram at Nicole.Queen. And you know that I am always willing to support my sisters on their journey, or my sisters on the way to their journey, as much as I can. And oh man, it is hot in here, but oh my God, I just learned so much. What a learning lesson. Bye.